Hi everyone. So in this video we're going to look at factoring using special products. There are several formulas here that are pretty useful, okay? The first one you've seen before, perfect square trinomials. I would say you probably don't need to memorize this, just know how to use it. And there are actually two derivations of this. There's the positive one, a squared, a plus b quantity squared, which when you multiply it out, it's going to be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And then there's the negative counterpart, a minus b quantity squared. That's going to be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Then there's the difference of squares, which you should already know. That looks like this. If you have a squared minus b squared, it becomes a plus b and a minus b. All right, those are the ones you probably have seen before. What you may not have seen before would be the sum of cubes. And that's when you have something that looks kind of like this. And you might say, wait a minute, can I do the sum of squares? No, you can't do the sum of squares and come out with real factors. You can do them come with imaginary factors or complex factors, which I'll be for another time. But you can't do the difference of squares and come out with two real factors. Okay, I said that wrong. You can't do the sum of squares and come out with two real factors. But you can do that with the sum of cubes. What's the sum of cubes? A cubed plus b cubed. Okay. How it factors, it looks weird. It's a plus b times a quantity of a squared minus ab plus b squared. And it's got a counterpart, the difference of squares. Excuse me, the difference of cubes. That is a cubed minus b cubed. You know, people are like, oh man, that's hard to remember. I've got a couple ways to help you remember this, okay? So there's a binomial part followed by a trinomial part. And if we look at the sum of cubes, for example, the binomial part looks just like the a cubed plus b cubed, just without the cube part, right? Same thing down here. A minus b instead of a cubed minus b cubed. So that's the binomial part. Then people get hung up figuring out, well, how do you do the trinomial part? If you think about this, you've got a squared, right? It's this guy's squared. The a in the binomial, just square it. So a in the binomial, square it. The b in the binomial, square that, put that on the back. And it's always positive, right, because it's positive. And then notice for the middle term here, it's a times b. So it's this binomial where you just multiply the two elements together. So a times b, which is ab. And then this sign is going to be the opposite of this sign. It's also the opposite of this sign. So in this case, I got a minus here, that means this guy needs to be a plus. All right, and that's basically the formula. Some people get hung up on this. They say, well, wait a minute, how do the signs work? Well, it's a very hygienic formula. It uses soap. Right? S standing for same sign. So if this is plus, this is plus. If this is minus, this is minus. Okay? Opposite. So if this is plus, then this is minus. If this is minus, this is plus. And AP means always positive. Right? That's a plus and that's a plus. Doesn't matter what the sign is way over here. It's always positive. So that might help you remember your formula, okay? So this video's gone plenty long. I'm going to go ahead and close this one out, leave these formulas up as we go ahead and factor some special products. Oh, and before I do, I'll probably create a different video with a song that actually will help you with these guys. It is me singing, it is super cheesy, but